Our mothers, on any mothers, let me see your hands. Mothers of these graduates. One, two. Yeah. Yeah, you guys have been definitely the backbone of getting their kids here and working through all of the scenarios that they put y'all in. I'm not taking credit for the scenarios. They put you all in the scenarios. I had to word it like that. Some scenarios, but we worked through it, y'all, didn't we? All of those. We worked through it. Only through the grace of God that we were able to do what we're doing. Each day you can't take for granted. You can't take for granted each day. Here today, gone today, right now. You just never know. But God is still good. Fathers, dads, any dads in the building? All my dads. Pitch in, dad. Let me hear some pinch hitters. We got any pinch hitters in the house? All right. That's right. It takes a community. It takes all of us, a village. Hey. And thank you, dads, for attending our all-pro dads that you've done. Our moms for iMoms. Yeah, you guys always beat us out, but we still was holding it down. But we are thankful for our dads being here. The men's restroom is on the right, on your left. The women's restroom is down the hall, through the door here. If you smell food, it's not for you. The kitchen is out back, but there is. It's not for you. Don't go patronize it. Yeah. We do have some food, some snack foods for your children, but they got some good cooking in the church back here, y'all. That's all I'm trying to say. It's good food. Once we get started, our kids are going to run the program. And so you guys have your phones ready as they're getting ready to come in now. Once I start to call the names of your graduates to receive their diplomas, they're going to come right here. Oh, great. All right. Once they get here, as we traditionally have done, those of you who are my older parents who've been here for some time, you'll get a chance to take a picture on stage. The teachers will be here, and you guys can stand out here and then take a snap before they leave off the stage. So when you see them lined up, be ready so that they can come down. Also, if you have families at home that could not be here because they are far away and can't make it, text them now. We are streaming live on the internet. All right. BibleBasedFellowship.org, and then go to the live and they'll see me right now. All right. So go ahead and send that out to your families. Let me see if I can get that again at Bible-Based Fellowship Church of Temple Terrace. So you're going to do TT on YouTube. On YouTube. Oh, we're on YouTube right now. All right. Let me straighten myself up. Put my stuff away. Give me this water from up here. All right. Are we ready? Okay, hold it off. Okay. Some of you don't know who's talking. I am the principal of the school. Mr. Romaine Edwards. I started here at Bible Base as the school's janitor in 1999. Yeah, I was in college. And I had a calling to teach in the church. I used to play the drums right over there too. But I was cleaning these churches, all the classrooms, and one year a teacher got sick, and the lady, Dr. Edwards, she say, "You want to teach?" And I said, "I don't know how to teach, but I can try." You know, they call them subs. We try. And I got a shot to substitute in the school, y'all. And I've been here ever since. I've had many different positions, uh, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, uh, writing coach, assistant principal, and now principal. Been the principal here for the last 8 years, coming on 9 now. Look to come back if Mr. Jackson will have me back. I'll be back. I think I'm all right. Our Dean of Students is here as well in the back. Mr. Jenkins, Dean of Recruiting, is here in the back. If your child is going to be moving on to 6th grade with VOEA, we do need to know that. All right. We need to know that. See him at the back. He has a sign up right there. We need to know that they're coming to 6th grade. All right. All right. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. We got Mr. Jenkins in the back. Okay. At the registration table in the back here. We also have our business manager, Miss Reeves, back here. If you have a kindergartner that's coming in, you need to see her so she can give you what you need to get the kindergartner enrolled. All right. You can also go to villageofexcellence.com, click on enrollment, and then we can enroll that way for your kindergartner. Looks like our board of directors president is here, Mr. Robert Irvin. If you've never seen our board president, here he is right here. Mr. Irvin, if you can raise your hand. This guy is the man that's over everything Village of Excellence right here, the president of our board. Mr. Jackson is here in the back, our new executive director, his first year with us, and he's in the coat there, in the back, blue coat. Your final report cards. That's a good question. How am I going to get my last report card? It's going to be online. All right. All report cards will be online. You don't have to come to school to pick them up. Now, if you don't know how to get to that, you just go to the main office over here, and we'll give you the sheet that gives you step by step how you sign, how you get that. Or call Miss Reeves. She's right there. Call her, and she will get you access to your to the online portal. All right, looks like we are a go. We're going to have our scholars to come in through the back because they are going to be proceeding in. We and some of you would like to maybe record some of this video of your kids. I do ask if you stay seated while they walk in, and if you see them, you can say, hey, things of that nature. But if you can stay seated so they can make their way to the stage.
May everyone please stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance, everybody ready? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mission statement, get ready.
Mission statement of the Village of Excellence Academy is to develop self-disciplined students who achieve high academic standards in a safe, caring, learning environment.
My best, get ready.
My best. I will do my best in all I do. Each task I undertake, I'll work straight through. I will do my best in any less with achieving myself of the best day of me. I will come prepared to think and learn. I will work hard each day and self-satisfied I return to class tomorrow with these words in mind. I will do my best and nothing less.
The Learner's Creed, get ready.
The Learner's Creed. I believe in myself and my ability to do my best at all times. Just for today, I will listen, I will see, I will speak, I will feel, I will think, I will reason, I will read, I will write. I will do all these things in one person mind to do my best and not waste this day, for this day will come no more.
Prayer, get ready. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive our debts as we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Amen.
Good afternoon, family and friends, and welcome to our fifth grade graduation. My name is Madison Clinton, and I'm a fifth grade graduating scholar representing Fisk University. We have a wonderful program showcase of all of our hard work and dedication. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And remember, please take lots of pictures. We've come a long way, did so much learning. It's so amazing, just look and see how much we've grown now. We hope you're so proud. We're as bright can be. We practice reading, we practice writing. We've done some math and some science too. When every day ends, I'll be a good friend and try my best in all I do. We've We've come a long way, done so much learning. It's so amazing, just look and see how much we've grown now. We hope you're so proud. We're as bright as we can be.
Y'all give it up one more time for our kids. Give it up one more time for them. What you see is a whole bunch of yellow, but they are nervous. But let's give them some love. Let's give them some love once more. Let them know this. We are here for them. Since many of them were in kindergarten, those that have been here since kindergarten, and their reception here, what you hear and see and heard just a few seconds ago of their presentations are everyday motivational sayings that they say to themselves that they're going to do and put forth the best effort to learn and every day and every minute in their classes. And so they recite these things. And some of you who came to our kindergarten program, you heard it at the kindergarten level. They were able to do that. But every day, you're starting your day off with purpose, right? You're starting your day off knowing that you're going to do your best and you have a creed that you're going to learn. It doesn't matter what goes on, right? You're saying to yourself that you're going to do your best, and you've done just that. You guys have overcome so many things in these past years, And I just want to salute you again because each one of you are brave. Each one of you are talented. Each one of you has persevered through everything that we've done. So let's get a persevere cheer. Can you give yourself a persevere cheer? Y'all remember persevere? 1, 2, ready, and you got it.
Persevere, you gotta persevere. Everybody persevere. Hit it. Whoa.
Now, if I call out something else, I need y'all to give it to me, right? This next student that I want to talk about, we're going to say just a small piece about this student because every year the Temple Terrace Chamber of Commerce, they ask the school to nominate a student that it would be recognized as the most outstanding student in 5th grade. They go to all the Temple Terrace schools and they do just that. They make the nominate. So we come back to the school and the kids have a say in who they feel should be representing the school for this award. This is one of the top awards that a kid could get because it's not only nominated by their peers, but they're also nominated by their teachers and the staff as the most outstanding student. To get this award, this student has to excel in their academics. All right, the teachers look back over the year to see how well that this kid has done in the area of academics. So they look very intentionally in reading, math, social studies, science, and physical education to see if this kid would meet that qualification, and they did. They also look at the student's character. How is this kid acting at school, right? Like our mission, they said our mission is to develop self-disciplined students. And that's one of the things that we define achievement. At VOEA, we define achievement in 3 ways. 1 is that they are self-disciplined, right? 2 is that they attain and they learn at a high academic standards, right? And then the 3, they're able to behave themselves and we're able to have safe and caring learning environments. But this kid has demonstrated all 3 of those areas of achievement. And the mom, the family, you guys should be proud of this student for what they've done, the legacy they're leaving for your family here at Village of Excellence. And so I need you all to help me celebrate this young lady for all that she has done and to earn this award. Miss Tylia Brown, standing up. Come on up here. Now, you see the support they got. I told y'all earlier, it takes a what? A village. And when there's many more kids that could be up here for this award. And this is very tough. This is a very tough award to give away as the most outstanding student, right? But at the end of the day, we had to choose one. And I gotta say, this family, y'all stand up. Y'all, this is not just for show. Each one of these people that you see here has in some way come pick this girl up, has some way had a parent conference with us, in some way volunteered. They have multiple kids in this school. And she truly has a village around her. I know all of you as well, but I just want to shine on them. They got their shirts. They got my logo. Is my logo on the shirt? They got the logo on it. That's copyright infringement. Who gave them permission to? I said character. Oh, I'm just kidding, y'all. But look, they are in full effect. Anything you want to say to your family for how they brought you up and some of the things that you've learned from them and from the school?
Thank you for helping me persevere through this 5th grade year, even though it was hard for me, knowing that I don't have
All right, let's give it up for Miss Talia Brown as our most outstanding student for this school year. It's very tough. Thank you. Go ahead. You have a seat. All right. Man, got me up here. Goodness gracious. Goodness. Um, you know, many times we don't know what our kids go through, right? We see things at home, but they may not tell us all of what happens. And definitely when they get to school, there's so many different things they face. And when I'm using the word perseverance, because they do that very often in many different situations, and we're just very thankful for that. Um, all right. I didn't want to allow these kids to move forward without having someone very special um, here with us to say and impart some knowledge into our scholars. And so the program reads, we have Dr. Gil Singletary here with us. This is a man of stature. This is a man who has put in his work in the community and has made his mark. And I'm proud to put someone in front of you all that can speak some life and give you forecasting where you can go if you just continue to believe. Dr. Gil Singletary is an attorney. All right. He's originally from Pahokee, Florida, graduated from the University of Kentucky. He went to law school at Chase Law, and he's a father. He's married, and he's a father of 3. He currently is practicing law locally and nationwide. And so, everyone, VOEA family, help me to bring up our guest speaker today, Dr. Gil Singletary.
I certainly wasn't expecting this. Talia Brown, you just touched me in such a way that I can't even begin to explain. I was sitting here speechless as I was preparing and thinking about what I was going to say, and she sort of changed my whole speech all around in my head, because what she was trying to say in the moment is, I would imagine, I've never met this young lady, is that she wished someone was here with her to celebrate this very special moment. And I happen to know a little bit about what that feels like, which is why I was drawn and taken to her. I've had my share of losses in my family as well. Again, not prepared in my speech, but my heart is with her right now, if that's okay with you. For 4 years straight, I lost someone very close in my family. 1 year, I lost my brother in 2018 to a car accident. The next year, I lost my sister to a heart attack. And in 2020, I lost my mother to COVID. And I travel all around the world, as was mentioned, doing various different things, whether it be consulting or working on different projects that I'm working on. And sometimes I find myself in some of these places where I'm in awe when I'm sitting there, whether I'm talking to a prime minister of Barbados, or whether I'm talking to a CEO of Boeing, or any of those various different places. But when I'm in those places and walking through those doors, I often reflect and say, I wish my mother or my brother could see this. I wish my sister could celebrate this moment with me. You know, as it was said, I spent 25 years in Kentucky. I went there to play football, and after there I went to get a PhD in psychology, and from there to law school and to get an MBA and all those things. And moved back to Florida recently over the last 4 or 5 years, built a nice house. And I wanted to come back to Florida because I wanted to get closer back to my family because I was gone away for 25 years. And this was 2018. While in New Orleans working, it's when I received a phone call that my brother had passed. I hadn't even taken the boxes from the storage, from the moving company at this time. So I only have one brother, which is the one that passed. And I built this house the way I did because I wanted my brother to come into this house and enjoy this house. Prior to coming, I was going to buy a brand new Mercedes Corvette, a Mercedes, T-top, whatever you want to call them, convertible. There we go. I'm sorry, because my brother, he liked convertibles. He couldn't afford one, but he liked convertibles. So I was going to buy one when I moved to Florida. That was going to be the first thing I was going to buy, a boat and a convertible. But my brother passed before I could even step foot in the house, get settled in. So I understand, Ms. Brown, how you feel. Sometimes you just don't have the words to express the things that you truly, truly want to say. So I just want to say to you that everyone here, we're all with you, and we will forever remember this moment. And so as your family sit there and we sit here in our respective places, just know that we are with you and that we will always be with you. And that, as was said in the beginning of the ceremony, we're in the house of God, and so God will always be with you as well. And so I just want you to know that you've touched me in such a way that I will carry on with me throughout the day. I have a meeting at Moffitt when I leave here today, and I will talk about you at my next meeting today, about the brave girl who stood up, the brave African-American girl who stood up before this crowd. So you inspire us. You've certainly inspired me. I was very excited to be here today. When Mr. Williams asked me if I would attend, I quickly said yes without even thinking about what I was even saying yes to. And moments after, I think I texted him a couple of weeks after and said, hey, tell me about what I said I was going to do again. He said, you were going to speak at the 5th grade graduation. I said, is 5th grade? He said, yeah, 5th grade. I said, oh, okay, no problem. He's my cousin, so he's family. So whatever he said he wanted me to do, I'm going to do it. And he's a dear friend as well. And I thought, man, I just did a graduation, but it was a college graduation. But I'm like, I don't know the lad. I've never done a 5th grade graduation. So I'm like, I don't even know what to say to 5th graders. So luckily I have a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old who's somewhere in between there. And I said to my 9-year-old daughter, I said, so baby, what do I say to 5th grade graduation? She said, Daddy, just bring it down a little bit and just talk to them like you talk to your client. I said, I got capital murder people now. I can't talk to them like I talk to my client. She said, not like that, Daddy. She said, just talk to them like you talk to your client. I said, all right, fine. And my son said, Daddy, just keep it real with him, my 13-year-old. He think he tough too. So he said, Dad, just keep it real with him. That's all. And you'll be all right. So I'm taking my son's advice and a little bit of my daughter's advice. And so I'm going to do my best to keep it real with you. Going back to Ms. Brown, which is a part of what I was prepared to say today, and that is life is precious. Life is a precious gift, and it's a moment like this, Ms. Brown, in this ceremony that lets us know just how precious life is. Just earlier this week in Texas, we learned of the senseless tragedy of students who were sitting in their classrooms dreaming about what they're going to be one day. Faculty, educators sitting in the classrooms thinking the same thing, that what they're going to do for the summer, and all of that was cut short immediately. So many lives that will never manifest. So many conversations that will be cut short. So many dreams that just will not come true. And so today is such a special day. It's a precious moment for us because life is precious and life is a gift. That's why it's called the present. It's a gift to us. And so we must take today, we can't take today lightly. Sometimes in our communities, days like this, we just sort of put it on the calendar and just walk away from it. But this can't be just a normal day for us. This is a special day because we find ways in our communities to celebrate all kinds and types of things. But sometimes when it comes to things like this, they don't get the same type of celebration. They don't get the same kind of love, as we would say. They don't get the same type of adulation. And so we must think about what these young boys and girls are doing today as being something very special. Because this is the start of something new. Today marks the day of this graduating class. They're going to go on from here, and life is going to open up. The world is going to open up. They're going to take another step closer to their journeys today. And this path that they're going to tread, it's going to lead them in so many directions. Some of those paths are paths that we've traveled before that we don't want them to travel. Some of those paths that they're going to travel or that they may have the option to travel are places and things that we've done that we don't want them to experience. And so we must be mindful of the seeds that we plant and the things that we're giving to this generation, because they are the next generation. This is the future. We've had our turn out here. One day, believe it or not, they will take care all of you. And what you do with them today will likely determine how they take care of you later. My mom often said that to me, that she treated all of us, 7 of us, by the way, she treated us well because she knew there would be a day we would have to take care of her. And one day they will have to take care of you. But being here reminds me of when I was a kid in the 5th grade. And I remember when I was in the 5th grade, almost 40 years ago now, I remember sitting where they are sitting, but I was probably on something different. I was on some different stuff when I was sitting where they are. I was in that point to where I'm sitting there thinking, why am I even here? What's the whole point of this whole graduation anyway? That's what I was thinking. Don't think like me, by the way. Don't think like me. I'm just sharing with you what I was thinking at this age. I'm thinking, what are we even doing here? My dad over there, he got a cigarette. This is back then, right? Dad got a cigarette in his mouth, smoking in the graduation. My mom trying to tell him to put the cigarette out. I see them fighting in the back. I'm on the stage like you all are, like, oh, Lord, they're going to embarrass me. So the whole time I'm just thinking, please let them hear me call out names so I can get out of here. My mom and dad going to embarrass me pretty soon. My friends making fun of me. They laughing at me and everything. So I knew that for me, that my graduation, it was different. And so I was thinking the whole entire time, why am I sitting here? Because as a child, the reason why I was thinking why I was sitting there, because as a child, I was told that I wouldn't be anything. See, I was told at the age you all are right now that I wouldn't amount to nothing. So I took that quite literally. I believed them when they told me that I wasn't going to amount to anything. For some time I did. And so as a result, I'm sitting here thinking, if I'm not going to be anything, why am I sitting here at a graduation? I might as well go and get a job at the Save-A-Lot and let's go and cut through all this stuff. Why do I got to go to middle school if I'm going to? But I believed that. And that stuck with me for some time. I was told that I was going to soon drop out of school and that I wasn't going to be nothing. I was told that I'm wasting my time. And if I was lucky, I'll make it to the military is what I was told. And so that was sort of a fallback plan. If I didn't get hired at the Save-A-Lot, I'll just go to the military. But I often ask myself now, when I look back, why did I think that about myself? Why did I have such a negative perception of myself? Why did I believe that I wouldn't be anything? Why did I believe that my life was over before it even started? The older I got, the more I thought about that. I thought about it so much, I wrote a book about it, became an Amazon bestseller, God Honest Truth. I wrote a book about it. Book did very well because I was interested in knowing why did I believe in that? So the book itself is called Crossroads. And it's about in life how we make decisions that dictate the outcome for the rest of our lives at these intersections that we all encounter. And so it stuck with me as an adult, thinking back, why did I do those things? I was born, as was said, in a place called Pahokee, Florida. It's literally, I'm not sure if you've heard of Pahokee and Belle Glade. It's the two poorest places in the state of Florida. The two poorest places in the state of Florida. I was determined. At some point, I was determined that I wasn't going to let my circumstances define me. What that means is that I wasn't going to let being poor, I wasn't going to let being in the projects, I wasn't going to let the fact that my parents had never finished elementary school, I wasn't going to let that define what I was going to do. I finally decided that I was just going to do something different. My mom had 7 kids. I was the baby of 7 kids. No one had ever been to college. No one had ever left the house. And I said, you know what? I got to do this thing different. I got to do something different. I said, I'm going to go to college. I believed this so much that I think people thought I was crazy. Because here I am, this tall, skinny kid in the projects, telling everybody I'm going to go to college when I'm living in this little project house. There's probably 10 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment. And I believe this stuff so much. I think back now, I believe I was intoxicated with my dreams. I was just that much fascinated and infatuated with my dreams because I thought that this was it. I thought no matter what someone tells me that I cannot do, I believed that I was going to do it. I said, one day I'm going to be a lawyer. One day I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to do this no matter what. And people looked at me like I literally had 2 or 3 heads. I remember people saying, you know, ain't nobody ever did that around here, right? You know, the last person that left from here came back home from school in 6 months. So whatever you're saying, I don't know what you're drinking and what you're smoking, but you wasting your time. I didn't believe it. I was intoxicated with my dreams. And I say that because sometimes it's difficult to see past your realities. Sometimes we may not have a parent there. Sometimes we might have lost a parent. Sometimes we might fail. Sometimes things may not go our way, but it's during those times that we got to stay the course. It's during those times that we got to keep pushing. Sometimes every time you do something, sometimes it's going to seem like every time you want to do something right, something bad is going to happen. And many of you might have felt the same way, that every time you're trying to get yourself together, you're trying to get your head right, you're trying to get on the right track, something bad just happened. But I always remind myself, trust the process. You must trust the process. Because in the process, there's going to be failure. And I'm going to tell you, speaking from my own experiences, I don't think I got a fair shot. And some of you all aren't going to get a fair shot. And some of you haven't gotten a fair shot, but we can't sit and complain about it. We're going to run a race sometimes where there's going to be people that are going to be way ahead of us in this race. And we're going to start the race here in behind. Someone's going to be way ahead of us. But guess what? We got to run that race. Just because someone is in front of us and before the race starts, that don't mean we're not going to run this race. We still got to run that race because there's something special about you. God has put you in this place. There's something special about you that you may not realize it yet, that once you get in the blocks and get ready to run that race, you're going to find out you're not running by yourself. And one of the things that I've come to learn in terms of comfort about my mom and my brother and my sister being before me is that now I realize I'm never alone now. So when I'm traveling around the world, I'm on an airplane recently coming back from Austin, Texas. In fact, just last Thursday, and I'm just feeling my mom sitting next to me in first class. My mom ain't never flew first class, and I wish I had a chance to fly with her first class, but I'm feeling her feeling next to me in first class. So you're never going to be alone running this race. But I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but you must learn to trust the process. You got to learn to trust the process, that no matter how hard it gets, you got to keep pushing. One of my favorite parables is about you may have heard about the Chinese bamboo tree. And you're thinking, what is he talking about, a Chinese bamboo tree? This dude done lost it. But one of my favorite parables is about the Chinese bamboo tree. And what's so special about it, as it relates to the process, is this Chinese bamboo tree takes 5 years to grow. 5 years to grow. But on the 5th year, here's what's interesting about this Chinese bamboo tree. For 5 years, nothing happens. So let's put this in perspective. You plant a seed today, okay? You plant a seed today, and you water this seed every day, and nothing happens. Nothing comes up, nothing buds up, nothing happens. For 5 years, you water this seed every single day, and guess what? Nothing happens. But guess what happens on the 5th year? It pops up. On the 5th year, it pops up. And here's where it gets miraculous. And this is when I say, but God. Because on the 5th year, that Chinese bamboo tree grows 90 feet in 5 weeks. For 5 years, it didn't do anything. Not even a bud of life. You don't even know that it's existing. But on the 5th year, it breaks the ground. And in 5 weeks, it goes from absolutely nothing to 90 feet tall. That's God right there. And what's so special about that story, it's about the process. You have to trust the process. Because in year 3, when you water that bamboo tree and ain't nothing growing, you got to keep watering that tree. In year 4, when you water that tree, ain't nothing coming up, you got to trust the process. With these kids, they're not there yet. And so some of them may not be maturing or doing the things or at the level that you want them to be right now. You, parents, got to trust the process. You, parents, got to know that you're raising them as best as you can. Yes, you could have some more of this. Yes, you could have some more of that, but just trust the process. This ain't about instant gratification. It's not going to happen overnight. In 5 years, at the 5th year, that bamboo tree grows 90 feet in 5 weeks. The question becomes that everyone always asks, does it grow 90 feet in 5 years, or does it grow 90 feet in 5 weeks? The answer to that question is simple. It grows 90 feet in 5 years, because if you stop watering that bamboo tree in the 3rd year, it stopped growing. If you stop watering it in the 4th year, it stops growing. You have to nurture that. You have to nurture them every single day. And what nurturing means for them, just like what it meant for you, is you must believe in them. Just because you couldn't do it, don't mean they can't do it. And I know how it gets. I'm just keeping it real from where I'm from. Sometimes those that are closest to us don't want to see us surpass them. I tell you a strange story, though. When I went off to college, the day I went off to college, my mom and dad and I got into a big fight. I'm in the back seat of the car. We're driving to the airport. In the back seat of the car, driving to the airport. My mom and dad didn't say a word to me. I'm going off to University of Kentucky to play football. My mom and dad didn't say a word to me. And I'm thinking, are you upset with me because I'm going to college? What's going on? My mom just crying, though. My dad took my bag back then. You can go all the way up to the gate. My dad took my bag, dropped to the gate. All right, boy, we'll see you later. And I'm gonna be honest with you, for a long time, I harbored some resentment for that because I didn't think that they wanted me to go further. Later in life, I was an adult. My mom told me, because I confronted her about it. She said, it's not that I didn't want you to go off to college, but I was afraid of you going off to college because you were doing something that we had never done before. You were stepping in places that no one had ever treaded in our entire family. So, son, I'm sorry because I allowed my fear to overcome my love and support for you because I hadn't been there, your dad hadn't been there, nobody else. I share that story with you because many of you haven't been in places that they are capable of going. They are capable of going. And you got to let go because you stopped at high school, maybe the community college, that they can get further. Your floor, your ceiling should be their floor. Wherever you stop, that's where they're going to start. Not your ceiling shouldn't be their ceiling. And I'm just going to tell you, because I probably won't see some of you again, if they don't surpass you, you got to look at yourself. You are the standard for where they should be. And for you all, the graduating class, the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Don't let no one tell you what you can and cannot do. They told me what I could and could not do. And at one point, I believed them. The moment I stopped believing them about what I can and cannot do, I took off. And I never looked back. When things get tough, as they will, dream about it. Get lost in your dream. Find something that you want to become. Not something that's easy for you to accomplish. Dream big. Dream big, and they're going to help you get there. And get lost in your dreams. Get lost in your dreams. You see, I was so lost in my dreams and in my head that I didn't even know I was even still living in the projects. I didn't realize because I was reading books every day, by the way. And I'm thinking constantly about what I'm going to become, places I'm going to go, places I'm going to travel. I didn't even know I was in the projects anymore. There's shootings and everything around me. I didn't even realize it. I didn't realize how bad it was until I left and I'm talking to my parents, calling back home. You know, such and such got died, shot and died. What? All that's going on? Boy, this has been going on here for years. Oh, where I been? In my head, stuck in my dreams. But I'm going to end with this, though. I used to be stuck in my dreams. Now I'm living them. So we got to change that at some point. There's nothing wrong with dreaming right now. And parents, help them dream. Help them dream. When you see them down, help them dream. Take them further than where you arrived. That's my challenge to you. And my challenge to you all is don't be afraid to dream. Dare to be great. Be better than everybody in this audience, including me, and prove them wrong. Prove them wrong. I'll end with this. Follow your dreams. Live your dreams. and one day become your dreams. Thank you so much.
Join me one more time in thanking Dr. Singletary. Thank you so much. Much like he was inspired by the remarks before him, I find myself inspired. So I'm going to take a moment before I present the five-star awards and speak just briefly to our graduates. I know you guys thought you were all done listening to me lecture you, but you've got one more briefly before that. Dr. Singletary shared so many great things with us. And the one I want to leave you all with is you're not in this race alone. Okay? You are not in this race alone as you leave fifth grade. I'm going to ask all of our staff to please stand up. We've got a number of staff in the back, your teachers over here. Every single person that's standing up here, every single person that's standing up has poured their love and support into you. And just because you leave their classrooms or their school buildings this year does not mean you lose their love and support. No matter where you go in life, each of these individuals is here for you no matter what. We are a village, it takes a village, and each of us will be here for you. At the same token, can all of my parents, guardians, friends, can you guys stand for a moment? Graduates, you have so much love and support in this room. Let's give them a round of applause for everything they have done to get you to where you are. Thank you to our parents, our friends, our families, our staff. Make sure that you leave us graduates at the end of your fifth grade year knowing we are here forever, right? It is our hope that you all go across the street. Principal Maddox is in the back, and you join us for sixth grade, but no matter where you go, you have the village here to support you. We're here anytime you need us. With that said, I have the distinct honor and privilege to present our five-star awards. These awards are given to students who have been with us from the beginning. They started kindergarten with us and have stayed with us each and every year throughout their journey through fifth grade. These families, these students, everyone has done amazing, and we appreciate the commitment, the support that you guys have all shown the village. What I will do is I will ask that our parents stay seated. I'm going to have all of the recipients come up, and then if parents would like to come snap a photo, I'll have them all stay on stage for you to do that. So, students, when I call your name, please come up and get your certificate, and then remain standing in the front so parents can grab a photo. Our first five-star award is presented to Will Brown III. Our second five-star student award presented to Tylea Brown. Our next five-star student award is presented to Madison Clinton. The next five-star student award presented to Anthony Holland. Next five-star student award belongs to Jordan Romulus. Five-star student award presented to Milton Vernon. Five-star student award presented to Jonquace Williams. And our last five-star student award presented to Kamaya Williams. Parents, if your scholar was called and you want to come up and snap a photo, please feel free to do so. Students, go ahead and open up your five-star awards and hold them proudly in front. Are you doing names?
All right, recipients, you may take your seats. Now for the presentations of their diplomas. Just move them all the way over. Will the students in Yale University please stand? Ms. Culpepper's class. Once you come to the middle, Ms. Culpepper, right here. I will call your name. You will come up, grab your certificate from your teacher, and take a picture and go back to your seats. All right. And I don't see this student here. First student has completed the requirements of graduation for 5th grade, Mr. Alex Allen. Whew. Come on up, Mom. Next student, completion of their graduation requirements, Ms. Talia Brown. Next student, completion of their graduation requirements for 5th grade, Mr. Jordan Carter. Next student who has completed the requirements for graduation from 5th grade, Mr. Oteric Evans. Our next student who has completed the requirements for graduation for 5th grade, Bryson Jordan. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Miss Damivia Marshall. Our next student who has completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Kendrick K. McCown. I see all that jury on, man. Look at you, man. You gotta, hey, man. We're trying to upstage us on stage here. And oh, look at Mama. All right, hey, there we go. It runs in the family. All right, let's keep it going. Next student recipient for who's met the requirements, Tyrell Miller. Our next scholar who's completed the requirements for 5th grade, Miss Jordan T. Romulus. All right, Dad. Next student who's completed requirements for graduation for 5th grade, Miss Jamila Sharp. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Milton J. Vernon. This young man has also excelled in martial arts. He is now promoted to black belt yet, almost. He's red now. He's a student teacher in his martial arts class in the community. Has gone as far as Miami, Fort Lauderdale, competed. He's just definitely on his way. Next student who's met the requirements for graduation for 5th grade is Mr. Donzier K. Walton. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. John Quace M. Williams. All right. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation for 5th grade, Miss Kamaya S. Williams. Will Mr. Williams, Fisk University class, please stand to receive your certificate of completion of 5th grade. Be proud, y'all. Be proud. First recipient who's completed the requirements for graduation, Ranjanae L. Brown. Yes. Our next recipient who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. William Brown III. Will Brown III. I am very proud of you guys. All right. Next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Jezreel M. Carter. If you didn't know, he has a twin that also just received his award before him. Next recipient who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Isaiah Sanoble Glover. All right. Next recipient who's completed the requirements for graduation, Madison A. Clinton. Our next scholar who's completed the requirements for graduation, Alexis C. Cole. The next student who's completed the requirements for graduation from 5th grade, Zariana M. Crawley. Yes. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Isaiah Glover. Yes, sir. That's my bouncer right there. He holds the door. He holds the door down. That's my bouncer. All right. Next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Dravion Hill. There you go. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Anthony Holland. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation from 5th grade, Mr. Demontrell Sanders. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Miss Ashley Silverstein Germain. I love that. Yes. I'm very proud. Next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Mr. Michael Delamar. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Brandon Thompson. Congratulations. Our next student who's completed the requirements for graduation, Dontavia Wilson. Will our graduates please stand? These are your 2021-22 5th grade graduates from the Village of Excellence. Can you give them a round of applause? A big shout out for all that they've done. Students, in this moment, please stand. This is a proud moment for me as your principal. We have our board of directors here. Please stand. Mr. Jackson, as our executive director, as the proud principal of Village of Excellence Academy, I wish to present to you the graduating fifth grade students at the Village of Excellence Academy. I certify that all of these students have met their academic standards set forth by both Hillsborough County Public Schools and the Board of Directors at the Village of Excellence Academy. Their teachers have indicated that these students before have prepared, and they are prepared and ready for sixth grade and beyond. They have proven themselves not only capable of meeting the rigorous expectations, but of also raising the bar to new heights. It is my hope, Mr. Jackson, that you will officially accept and certify this class as the fifth grade class of 2022.
Mr. Edwards, it is my honor and privilege to stand before you and accept the graduating fifth grade class of 2022 from Village of Excellence Academy. With the power invested in me by the School District of Hillsborough County and our Board of Directors of the Village of Excellence Academy, I hereby certify the graduating class of 2022 from the Village of Excellence Academy. Graduates, you may now move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left and officially signify your promotion to sixth grade. As we wrap up, we are going to do our song. So as our fifth graders are hopefully ready to go.
This is your last time to sing the school song as a student in fifth grade. You are no longer in my jurisdiction after this song is over. This is a bittersweet moment for me. So we're going to cue the music. I need y'all to sing y'all heart out for me. Let's go. This is a song written by us, Village of Excellence. Let's go. Tell them.
Learning together with unity in our village of excellence. A great spirit we find in thee. It takes a whole village to raise a child as we work hand in hand. Love in our hearts for our village of excellence academy. In you we believe. Open our minds to have good success. We will stand tall when we're put to the test. In a village of excellence, we soar above the rest. It takes a whole village to raise a child as we work hand in hand with love in our hearts for our village of excellence academy. In you we believe. It takes a whole village to raise a child as we work hand in hand with love in our hearts for the village of excellence academy.
All right, and give it up for our scholars. We could not do this without you. Y'all give it up for our two teachers who've instructed them all year long, Miss Culpepper and Mr. Williams. And do you guys see this beautiful arrangement? Do you guys see this? All these arrangements in here, the colors. When you go into the cafeteria, you'll see all of these explosive things that's happened. I could not publicly recognize this individual. I don't know if she's here right now, but we have some roses for her. She is an amazing person. She's been here for at least 5 to 6 years now. Miss Essence Trammell. Let's give it up for Miss Trammell for these decorations. These are all hand done. She did all of this with her hands. The bouquets back, the lighting, everything you'll see over next door for our scholars. She did it for each program for kindergartners and us. All the iMom things you see, it is her brilliance. All of the things you saw at data and dinner night, she visualized all that, everything you see. So these roses are for Miss Essence Trammell. When you see her, give her lots of love before y'all go, because you guys are now sixth graders. You will not see her again in fifth grade elementary. And so we're excited about it. They're going to exit out and go into the cafeteria. We're going to celebrate them. If you're going to check them out, please see us in the office to sign them out, and then you can take them with you. They take pictures. We have a photo booth. We have different stations, and we have food items. Parents, hold on. If you can hold on, let the graduates leave first. Alex, if you can take your diploma and head to the cafeteria, you guys let them leave. Go straight out right there. Go ahead. You guys can shake hands over in the other side. Y'all celebrate them as they leave out. Just pick them up. You can take pictures and all of that over next door. Woo woo! We are so happy and excited.